Immediately this caused drama. Why? Because one of my detractor slash restreamer slash hate watcher slash internet stalkers, their name is like Duty. Sadly, last night's stream just didn't do very well. And what I mean by that is attendance, engagement, and support sadly just were not there. Probably because it was the third stream of building this thing, right? Like the first stream that I did was awesome. We had great attendance, great support, everything. Second stream kind of tapered off. Third stream was slow. And I'm like, well, see, here's the thing. When I start to do these things, like the first stream that I did of this Lego build, people were all excited and they're like, oh, will you do other ones? Will you do the Pokemon set that was just announced and all of that? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Let's see how this goes. By the third night when we're finishing this thing, it's already slow. So no, I'm not going to do the Pokemon build. I'm not dropping $650 on something that's going to take me like 10 plus streams to build and no one will be there by the third one, you know? So it's that simple, but I did have a good time doing it. It was good variety of content for January. I'm glad that we did it for those few streams that we did, but now we go back heavily into gameplay. Okay. Jay Switch, good morning. Jay Switch, a member here and says, I love the chill vibes. Thanks, DSP, and live chat fam. Good to have you here, Jay Switch. It looks like we might have a tip here. Let's see here. Yeah, I got a $2 tip from Dave Snortnoy over on Kick. And he says, do you think it would be better for Wings to slowly cut soda over a 1 to 2 week period versus cold turkey? I personally had more success slowly cutting down. When I cooked cold turkey, I got irritable like Wings seems to have gotten. There's a few different ways you can do things, okay? You can do things cold. If you're going to, let's say you're doing something in your diet, in your habit, your lifestyle. Like it doesn't even just have to be like a food or drink. It could be anything that you just are used to doing as part of your life and your routine, and now you want to cut it out. There's different methodologies, right? Methodology number one is if you're just going to do it, just do it and then deal with the repercussions, but at least you're immediately getting the full positive benefits of cutting whatever this is out of your life, whether it's a certain kind of food or drink, hell, liquor, drugs, you know what I mean? Now, the thing is, when you're on harder substances like liquor and drugs, you're going to get withdrawals, right? With sugar, yes, you also will get withdrawals and crashing, but it won't be as severe. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have days when you might just have a straight up headache, or you're just not feeling good because your body is craving something that you're no longer giving it. But at the same time, it's not like going to be like life-threatening. If you're on drugs and stuff and you go into withdrawals, yikes. You know, sometimes it can be life-threatening because it's so severe, right? This is a pretty epic song. What song is this? Percussion High Exciting. That's what it's called. Percussion High Exciting. It's almost over. Okay. So, in regards to, the sugar withdrawal that Wings did, he could have slowly weaned himself off. All right. But if you want my honest opinion, I don't think it ever would have worked because if Wings had any kind of self-control, he would have already used it. So if you're going to slowly wean yourself off of something, you have to have a level of self-control where you're going to actively say, okay, normally I'd have 4 sodas in a day. Now we're going to start to only have 3. Then within a week, now we're only going to have 2. Then within a week, I'm only going to have 1. And then after that, I don't have it anymore. I don't feel he has that level of control over himself. I think that the way that he did it, just cut it entirely, is probably the only way that it was ever going to work. And hopefully what he's doing is he's completely eliminated soda from his household. Because this is what I've said previously, is that if you just completely eliminate the temptation from the equation, then the temptation can't get you. Right? Like if what you're addicted to is fried chicken and you can't stop eating it, if you don't have fried chicken in your house, it's a lot easier to not eat it. Right? Now, yes, of course, you can order it DoorDash or whatever, but if it's not immediately in your face and available, it's going to be harder for you to get it. And therefore, it's going to be less convenient for you to just go ahead and do the bad thing. So if he's completely eliminated soda from his household and there's none there, all right, and now he says, I'm cutting it cold turkey, that's probably a great way for him to go about it. Again, like, I feel like if he's the guy that if he had the soda in the house, he's going to eventually start drinking it anyway, you know? But anyway, I don't know how he's doing. I know that apparently he's saying he's lost some weight, but people have been saying that he is irritable on streams too, you know? In reality, he is kind of weaning himself off. And what I mean by that, he's drinking that Crystal Light stuff, which still has flavor. It's just not sugar. It's like a sugar substitute. And I've had that. I used to drink that stuff. It's not bad. It's just also not great. Like, it doesn't have good flavor like real soda does, but it still has some flavor. You know, over a course of many years, I weaned myself completely off of all those beverages. Like, I started drinking sugary energy drinks and things like that all day when I was, recording and streaming. Then eventually I weaned myself down to, say, the G Fuel drinks, which had less sugar and stuff like that, but it still had a lot of the energy drink ingredients in it. Then I weaned myself to the Crystal Lights. Okay. Then after the Crystal Light, I went to the flavored seltzer water. And now I'm literally just drinking plain filtered water out of my fridge. What's it called? Pure water filter that I have in my fridge, the pitcher. So there's no flavor. But I'm okay with that because all I'm drinking this for is to hydrate. I basically trained my body to not be addicted to flavors all day. I don't need flavor. I just want something refreshing. And that's what this is. So, yeah. Certainly I'm no dietitian, but for me, like, looking at Wing's situation, the best thing to do is probably do it cold turkey, because I think the temptation there of, I'm going to wean myself off of it, all it would take is one really bad day. One day where something goes really bad in his personal life or something goes horrible on stream, and he's going to immediately go back to it, because this is what he said, is he relapses when something horrible goes on. When he went to fat camp last year on Lolcow Live and the whole debacle happened with him and his wife, that basically made him start to binge eat. So imagine he has soda in the house and he's slowly weaning himself off, and he's 3 weeks in, he's doing a great job, and then something horrible happens, and now, oh God, can't control himself. He starts chugging again, right? So maybe cold turkey was the way to go. There you go. Mark says he's lost 11 pounds and 5 kilos by quitting sugar drinks. Yes, it's incredible how many calories you ingest drinking sugary drinks and you just don't realize it. When I used to have my office job at Helicopter Support back in the 2000s, okay, I would get there in the morning and immediately make myself a cup of tea with cream and sugar. Then I would work and I would go get a cup of coffee with cream and sugar. Over the course of a day, I'm not kidding, I would probably drink 4 to 5 cups of a caffeinated beverage with cream and sugar. This is when I was fat. I was like 240 pounds, okay? That's an insane amount of calories. Like, each one of those is probably 100 to 200 calories. And I was having like 4 to 5 of them in a day. And you just drink it and you don't think anything. It's like, dude, you're putting so much crap in your body. These sodas, these freaking sodas, right? Absolutely insane that the soda, you drink, you chug it like nothing. That was like 200 calories. It's crazy amounts of sugar. Really? The man Respect, well, welcome to the stream. He says this is his first live stream. I'm glad to have you. Hope you have a good time today. We're going to chill for a while, and then we're going to jump into Street Fighter 6. I hope it goes well today. I hope I don't, crash and burn in Street Fighter 6 today. I guess we'll see how it goes today. Juice is a big one as well. Yes, I'll recommend this because I've done this too. If you're going to drink juice, there are reduced calorie options. For example, there's an apple juice that you can drink that's like 50 calories. It still tastes pretty good. It's not as full flavored and full bodied as full apple juice, but it has way less sugar and it's still good for you. That's what I drink. Any kind of juice or thing like that, I always drink the reduced calorie version. So that way I'm not pumping the insane amounts of sugar into my body. I've done that with cranberry juice. I've done that with apple juice. And I drink these V8 juice blends that are like vegetables in them, but they are low calorie as well. I have one that's like mango peach is my favorite flavor, and I drink that too. I'm about to eat Wendy's soon. Oh, let's talk about that. We got to figure out what I'm doing for DSP Tries It on tomorrow. Okay? So here's the options because we've been talking about all of this. Okay?